The political landscape in Tamil Nadu is all set to change with the AIADMK exiting the National Democratic Alliance. It appears that Tamil Nadu will witness a multi-cornered contest in next year's parliamentary elections. Will this work to the advantage of the DMK front? Vanakkam, this is T. Suresh Kumar and thank you for joining me in this episode of the Hindu Focus Tamil Nadu. First, let's take a look at why the AIADMK ended its relationship with the BJP. Previously, when the party was in alliance with the BJP in 1998 and 2004, the relationship had lasted just about a year or so. But this time, the two parties were in alliance for almost 5 years from 2019 onwards. The AIADMK walked out of the alliance, accusing the BJP state leadership of deliberately, with a fide intention, defaming its icons, including the former Chief Minister C.N. Annadurai and Jayalalithaa. In addition, it said the BJP leadership here in Tamil Nadu has been speaking ill of the party leadership and belittling its policies. Of course, the party is indicating that it has Annadurai in mind when it says the state leadership of the BJP. The AIADMK did take this issue up with the national leadership of the BJP, but since it did not get a positive or the desired response from the high command, the party chose to end its ties. Now, irrespective of some claims that all this is a drama, the reality is that a patch up between the two parties, as things stand today, appears not just unlikely but also politically unviable. Now, this leads us to a scenario where Tamil Nadu could face a multi-cornered contest. That means there will be the DMK-led India bloc on one hand, the AIADMK will be on the other side, and it might possibly stitch together, or it hopes to stitch together an alliance. The BJP will be heading an alternative front, and if Seeman of Nam Tamila Kachi follows the pattern that he has been doing earlier, then he would field candidates in 39 constituencies. So that makes it a multi-cornered contest. As things stand today, it appears that this will work to the advantage of the DMK front. One, as I have been saying in previous videos, the DMK is heading a very cohesive alliance. From the time it led the Secular Progressive Alliance to the India formation now. So, last about 5 years, it's a very cohesive alliance where its partners, the Congress, the Communist Party of India, the Marxist, the VCK, MDMK, Madinaya Makkal Kachi, Tamlaga Valurme Kachi, IUML. So they are a cohesive alliance and the vote transfer among them is more or less granted. Number two, although the AIADMK still remains a very strong force to reckon with in Tamil Nadu, it has a very significant vote share despite the exit of former Chief Minister O. Pannirselvam and AMMK leader T.T.V. Thinakaran. It now faces a bigger challenge. It has to go to the electorate, convince them that it will be providing a credible alternative to the BJP and the India formation. Besides, the AIADMK is hard pressed to form a stronger alliance right now. If you notice, immediately after this development of severance of ties, the other allies of the AIADMK and the BJP, that is parties such as the PMK, the Tamil Manila Congress or the Pudiya Tamilagam, they all decided to adopt a wait and watch policy, which means nobody knows which way they will go. So it remains to be seen whether they'll be with the BJP or with the AIADMK closer to the elections. So that is one challenge for the AIADMK, forming a stronger alliance. It has to convince the electorate that if its candidates get elected as MPs, then in a post-poll scenario, if a situation arises, it will certainly not go with the BJP. That sort of a assurance it needs to give upfront, and the people need to believe that assurance. Another aspect that has to be noticed now is that a very significant aspect, in fact, when the AIADMK adopted a resolution and decided to walk out of the NDA, it blamed only the state leadership and made no attacks against the BJP high command or the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So would the party now be able to go and face the people, and what is it going to present to them? Is it going to attack Narendra Modi or his policies? In the last few years, the party has been a very consistent supporter of every single policy decision, almost every single decision of the BJP. and therefore it might be difficult for it to attack. It faces a dilemma in this. So that is the scenario so far as the AIADMK is concerned. Now let's come to the BJP. The BJP also has a challenge here. It has to form a alliance. The BJP, of course, has headed an alliance in 2014, but the situation then and now differs. How? In 2014, the third front or the alternative front in which the BJP was a constituent was headed by Vijayagant's DMK, at that point a very strong party. They contested 14 seats, and the BJP and another ally PMK contested in 8 seats each. Apart from that, at that point, Vigo's MDMK was with them and they got 7 seats. Now, you look at 2019, when the BJP and the PMK were part of the AIADMK alliance in Tamil Nadu. The PMK was allotted 7 seats and the BJP was given only 5 seats at that point. In the assembly elections subsequently in 2021, the PMK contested 23 seats and the BJP 20 seats. Given this backdrop, will the PMK accept the BJP's leadership as an alliance leader, or will it demand an equal number of seats? All this is provided the PMK agrees to go with the BJP. So what sort of a role would the PMK like to play in a BJP alliance? That is a critical question there, forming of that alliance. So that we need to again wait and watch. Will there be any realignment of forces, right? Yes, of course, in politics you cannot rule out such a possibility. In fact, now it is the AIADMK which is keenly looking forward to possible switchovers from the DMK camp. The AIADMK feels that if the DMK drives a very hard bargain with its allies, then some of them who are not satisfied with the seats could switch over to its camp. In 2019, the DMK made a very tough negotiations with its allies. It allotted just 9 seats to the Congress, 2 seats each to the 2 left parties and the VCK, 1 seat to MDMK and 1 Rajya Sabha seat additionally, and it gave 1 seat to the IUML. The party did not allot seats to the Manidinaya Makkal Katchi, which is an Islamic Muslim party rather, and to the Tamlaga Valurme Katchi. Now, given that these allies now sense an opportunity of the possibility of crossing over to the AIADMK should the need arise, because after all, now the AIADMK has transformed into quote unquote a secular outfit. So, it may not be very difficult for them to switch over should the need arise. Additionally, the DMK could possibly rope in Kamal Hassan's Makkal Needhi Mayam, and it needs to allot 1 seat at least for him. And are there any possibility of further churn? Let's say possibly if the PMK tries to negotiate with the DMK instead of the BJP or the AIADMK. All these are very hypothetical questions, but if this happens, would the DMK be able to accommodate the demand of the PMK? And if PMK goes there, then possibly the VCK, which is at loggerheads with the PMK, could exit the alliance. The DMK alliance, as you know now, it's very crowded, and therefore allocation of seat for newer parties is not going to be easy. So that is where the DMK stands. Now for the AIADMK and the BJP, it's going to be a challenge. Why is it a challenge? Because the AIADMK not just needs to improve its vote share, but also definitely needs to win seats. For the BJP, if it improves its vote share, right, it is certainly of great incremental value to it in the longer run, right? Even a simple increase in vote share by maybe 4% or 5%, if there's going to be an incremental value, then in the longer run, it certainly helps the BJP. As such, it can make up for what it loses in Tamil Nadu by winning seats elsewhere. That could be their strategy. But for them, winning more than winning seats, improving vote share is very significant. But for the AIADMK, if the party fails to win a honorable number of seats, then I must say that it will be a challenge for Edappadi Palaniswamy. In fact, his position as an undisputed leader of the AIADMK could be under threat at that point. We will see in the coming months how this situation develops further. Alright, for now, this is D. Suresh Kumar signing off. But please do log on to the hindu.com and our YouTube channel for more such videos. Thank you.